Film opens here in the UAE this week. It is a true story about an Indian woman's campaign to free her brother from a Pakistani prison, only to have him die there as an accused spy. Sarabjit tells a painful personal story, but also reflects tense times between India and Pakistan. Well, Bollywood star Aishwarya Rai Bachchan plays Sarabjit's sister, and I spoke with her about the film.
Despite at the end of 23 years, she was unable to bring her brother back alive. She continues to work for the release of prisoners on both sides of the border, which I think is huge.
How did you feel playing a character whose personal story mirrors such a tumultuous period in Indian history? I know that you were not encouraged to speak to Sarabjit's sister. So how did that affect the way that you played her character?
If it meant referencing her in terms of her mannerisms or her nuances, she has been extensively documented in her media interactions. And I felt I could do that, and I did not need to meet her to observe her, because I thought that would be pretty insensitive and selfish from the perspective of the making of a film. And I did meet her when we began the movie, because I wanted to, as a person, Aishwarya the person, wanted to meet Dalbir ji.
She does manage to draw attention to her brother's plight, and that of hundreds of other prisoners, of course, in similar situations. Tell us more about the journey that she went through to achieve this.
For taking 18 years to meet her brother for the first time from the day that he disappeared, and to have kept that spirit of perseverance, that resilience, that she may have faced so many challenges coming from a small town in Punjab, and to have reached the higher corridors in New Delhi, to eventually go across to Pakistan and to be able to take his wife and children is a huge journey. There was the situation where we filmed at the Wagah border. And for an Indian, for me, to be standing there, it was surreal, because there I am, seeing Pakistan a couple of steps away, seeing our flags, and yet seeing people with the same amount of love and camaraderie on both sides. And you have to remind yourself it's two sides where it felt the same.
Film opens in the UAE this coming week. That's where we broadcast from. That's a day earlier than anywhere else. How big a deal is the UAE for Bollywood these days?
It is important messaging to recognize that this film needs to be seen in any and every market, because what it largely is doing here is telling a human story, and human stories really knows no boundaries or borders.
Myself, Sarabjit Singh Atwal.